Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tabletop Bob. My name is Bob, and I'll be your Dungeon Master for tonight's episode of Against the Giants. It's episode 3. We are now back in line with our Curse of Strahd campaign, and Tim is just so excited about that. Tim, thoughts? Oh, wait. Tim! We've lost him. Look at this. No, everybody, Tim is not here tonight. That's his beautiful stand-in picture that we've had for when he's out. He let us know earlier this week, or let me know at least, that he wasn't going to be here, but it's okay. It's actually a decent spot for maybe Eric Lavernus to do some slinking around on his own, but we have Chris, Dasha, Jeff, Nate, and John back with us today. So how's it going, everybody?
So hyped to be here.
Excited.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
Good to be here.
And I think I might have shocked everybody right before we came on. Nate asked, what is maybe a clue or a hint at the icebreaker question today? And I said a little facetiously, religion. But I'm actually not kidding, Nate. I don't know if you know this. I don't know if, yeah, I didn't prep them.
Let's share the light.
I did not prep them all on this question. So this is going to be a true cold take here. We'll see how it goes. But I think I've mentioned this before on the stream. I'm Catholic, and so yesterday was Ash Wednesday. And although I actually couldn't get my ashes, my wife and my kids went, but we had lumberjack conferences all day long. It was kind of hectic. But Lent, the Lenten season is upon us. And I've been toying around with what I want to give up. I usually try to do something every year, not necessarily religious. We do the abstain from the meat on Fridays and all those things like the good Italians we are. But I try to do something to, sort of like just test myself, see if I can get control of something, And this year, and I've done this in the years past, very hard for me, but I'm going to give up soda. Nate knows in the summertime,
Wow.
I have a fridge in our camp stocked with soda. I love soda. It's my vice, and I'm getting rid of it. It's gone. I haven't drank soda now in a few days, actually, but no more. This Lenten season, not a drop. So is there anything that you've ever given up? Maybe it could include diets, or it doesn't have to be religious per se, but things that you've been like, you know what, I'm just cutting that out. Anything. Tim, we'll start with you. Oh, wait. Sorry. Tim's giving up never missing another game on Tabletop.
Tim's giving up D&D for Lent.
Can't do that, Tim. We love you, Tim. We miss you. But let's go to my fellow Italian, John. What are you giving up?
Yeah, certainly grew up with the Lenten season and all the Fridays on meat, and even more certainly without. For me, I did, and this is big for me, I did a full month of no beer in September, and I was proud of myself. That was pretty good. I also did give up like wheat products for almost 3 years, which was another big ask for me.
Was it because of a medical thing, or?
I have Crohn's disease, which hits my body in different weird ways over the years. And we were just trying different diets to see what I can do. And like, for me to give up pizza and pasta, like good pizza and pasta for that long,
that's hard
was
to do.
Really hard. This is kind of before you can go to the supermarket and just buy gluten-free pasta.
Mm-hmm.
But I figured it out. But yeah, it was, thankfully I'm back on the gluten.
Okay.
And it's been good. But that was really difficult for me to just not be like, hey, I'll just eat bad food and be sick all the time.
Yeah.
I like eating a lot.
Good.
And cooking.
Me too. I feel you. Who's next here? Who's given up answering these questions? Chris, what about you?
Well, before that, I'm a little going back to, you have a camp. Where is this camp that you have?
It's in Hawthorne. We've talked about this before. You know this camp.
Do I know you have a camp? Is it like on water? What? I want to go visit this camp. I love it.
No,
he doesn't own it.
Don't own it. No, I don't own it. Me and Nate work there, and I don't know.
Camp. Summer camp.
Yeah,
lumberjack camp.
I'm thinking like cabin on a lake, with like the little dog.
Love that.
No, I'd love that, but no,
he's been holding out on us. That's
Got to do a Tabletop Bob retreat.
Yes.
No more of these barbecues. I want a cabin on the lake.
Yeah, we're leveling up. We're past year 5, guys. We have to do better.
That's right.
Yeah, as far as giving up things, definitely a few years ago, I was told in no uncertain terms, lose weight or die, and so I went on like a 3 month hardcore detox of like carbs and sugar and alcohol, and woof, I lost like 60 pounds, and
Wow.
which is amazing. But let me tell you, I warned the kids ahead of time at school. I'm like. I'm gonna be a little grumpy.
I'm gonna be Hieronymus.
Just- I guess I never got over that part.
Just gotta eat almonds.
I
Good for
try.
you.
Yeah. Maintain the carbs.
Yeah, it's tough. It is tough to get rid of these habits. Let's go to Dasha. What about you?
There was a period of time in college when I was on our school's competitive ballroom dancing team. So there was a lot of
Course,
pressure
naturally,
to,
yeah.
now,
Mhm.
of course, I do everything. So there's a lot of like both internal and external pressure to both look really good and athletic and also just be very fit. So I gave up basically dairy products except for yogurt. So I'd eat Greek yogurt like very, very often for breakfast with some like berries and granola, but no dairy milk. I switched to like almond milk, no butter. Um,
Oof.
and I
Oof.
mean, I was in great shape, but I was really sad. I love dairy. I love, like, now I drink like whole milk. I love milk. I love butter on bread or on anything else. So it was kind of, it was worth it at the time, but definitely happier with dairy back in my life.
Butter might be like the greatest like food
I
invention
love
ever.
a good, like, Kerrygold butter, I will
Mhm.
argue, is
No, I
the
agree with you.
best. So good.
So good. Jeff, what about you?
I don't know. I don't really do anything all that interesting to give up. Um, I one time years and years ago, I decided that I would try being vegetarian for a while, just to see how it went. Not for any particular reason, just see how I could do it. And so I went out to eat lunch with a friend at work one day, and I ordered a salad for the lunch, and without even thinking about it, I ordered the hot bacon mustard dressing on the salad.
It didn't last
and
long.
I was sitting there eating it, and I'm all proud of myself about I'd gone like 2 weeks without eating meat, and and my friend looks at me and goes, bacon is a meat. I went, good point. Guess I'm not a vegetarian anymore. So that's pretty much my story of giving things up. Other than that, I gave up religion for Lent. How's that?
There you go.
I was gonna say we all went to food. I want a non-food answer.
Well, I don't. I'm not that interesting. That's the thing. I don't particularly drink. I don't
Well,
do
that's
anything
okay.
else. I mean, I guess I could give up buying stupid little plastic men.
No, that you can't give
No!
up. Nope,
That's not going to happen.
that's not gonna happen.
So,
Well, let's
So,
go to the most
sorry.
interesting man in the world, Nate.
That's quite the lead-in for just such a subpar answer here. I Bob, other than some dietary things growing up, while I was going to Sunday school, I don't think I really, have given up much that you don't just naturally give up at some point when you're not 20 anymore,
Oh, well, tell me, what is that? What are those things that you have to give up when you're not 20?
all-nighters.
Oh, oh my
Ah.
God.
Peg
Been
stands.
quite some time since I did that. Well over a decade. Yeah, I don't know.
That's a great.
Some stupider things. You can just vaguely leave it at that.
Hold on though. That's a great point though. All-nighters. How many times when you were like a teenager or, college, like you just like sleep did not matter, right? It just did not matter. You could just
Yeah.
the next day recover, function, take a nap, you're good. If I don't get like legit sleep every night, I am a zombie in the morning.
I mean, to the point where like I didn't get good sleep 2 nights ago, and last night we were late for conferences, and I'm stressing out about my sleep. Like I am not getting good sleep because I'm worried about the fact that I won't get good sleep.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
real.
It's a
Yeah,
vicious
I used
cycle.
to like plan 2 all-nighters like into finals week, like during
Ugh.
college. Like, of course I will be up all night, at least a couple different nights. But no,
Man.
honestly, while everyone else was going, I was looking up how to pronounce exactly Rick Astley's name. Never gonna give you up because
This is
yeah,
actually a giant rickroll, huh?
Yeah.
not a lot.
No, that's good though,
Um,
Nate.
yeah, I don't think giving up video games would be like good for me. Yeah, I don't know.
All fair enough. I actually for Lent, I mean, I know that there is a religious side of it and everything. I'm Catholic, obviously, so like I do try to like do some of the traditions, but I do it more just like to I don't know. I like to challenge myself. Can I have the willpower to give up something that I really like? And that's what I do it for. I don't do it every year. There's been a handful of years where I haven't done it or just couldn't figure out what I wanted to, and then it's like, oh, well, we're already a weekend, and I'm like, all right, done.
All right, Bob, I'm an ice cream fiend. I know it's dietary, but
Oh.
I'm gonna come back to that. So the other night I made ice cream cake. So Chelsea and I are gonna have to finish that. But once I finish that,
Of course. Once I
Are you
finish
giving it
that-
up?
we're gonna try that for the rest of Lent.
Wow.
We'll
All
do
right,
ice
Nate.
cream.
Well,
And we're
Yeah.
going to keep each other accountable here. I'll check in with you
Next
at work.
week.
Right.
You
Yeah.
just buried the lead. You're just making ice cream cake. That's amazing.
Dude, it's so much easier than you think, and it's so awesome.
Oh.
It's,
That sounds great.
yeah.
Well,
Uh,
I tell you what
Well,
else sounds great like ice cream cake. It's this episode. Episode
That's
3 is going to be like making your own ice cream cake. You ready to do this?
third time is charm.
Third time's a charm. Here we
Okay.
go. Let's dive in. Actually, I was just looking. I've been playing obviously Curse of Strahd the last couple weeks, and I was just looking to turn us into black and white. You know, the grayscale that they do. I don't know if everybody knows this, but Curse of Strahd is all black and white. We don't play in color. So I just looking for that button, and I was like, wait, this is the wrong game. I'm not going into grayscale right now. So thankfully,
Stefano's not here. We can be in color.
yeah, Stefan, he hates it. Yeah,
Yes.
we are here playing against the Giants, and last week was a crazy episode actually. Despite really what we thought to be more of like a rest and relaxation, a little bit of downtime, catch up with the old pals, but no, it ended up being quite a rude awakening coming back to the keep. Last episode began with a campfire scene where our new ally, Eris, explained to the Char Coalition that they have been missing for over a year in their world. Contemplating this fact, Eris also tried to explain that in their absence, the realm has changed a bit. Giants on the continents of Vartim and Ilmith have seemingly organized themselves. It appears the giants have migrated north to an area of the continent called Old Ilmith. People don't go there anymore. It's the area that is north of the Keep on the Borderlands. There's been lots of rumors, but even some truth to the rumors that there's evil up north. Demons have raided that area, and monsters are just living with free roam. So nobody really goes past the Keep on the Borderlands, and therefore Old Ilmith seems like a great place to congregate for giants. The giants have also orchestrated raids on both continents on their routes there. These hill giants seem to, for the meantime, be planning some sort of larger scale attack. Who knows? But once back at the keep, the heroes that you all are were recognized immediately. It is clear that the society there has changed, though. Although more troops from the nation of Karnov have arrived and the keep has survived already 2 giant attacks, many people are suffering. The farmsteads have been abandoned, and they are now holed up in the keep itself. Supplies are running short as merchants are slowing their caravans to the keep, and ultimately, rationing and strict laws have left the citizens with very little hope. Barrack Helios has seen some changes at the Chai Chapel, too. A former acolyte of yours and follower of Hyperius, a woman named Briseis has become the priestess of the temple and seemingly converted it into a temple of Hyperius. A cold welcome from this former protege has left Barrack a bit concerned and confused. Hieronymus Bosch entered his tower with the necklace of the gnarled root. This is what you found on the hill giant that you fought outside of Quascaton. After identifying the charm with the magical spell, you seem to sense that it contains divination magic and does require an attunement. During the ritual, though, Hyro lost his consciousness and envisioned a dark night sky in a forest clearing, a massive tree kind of spanning upwards into space. That was the focal point. The rest of the heroes have decided to attend to other business. They leave Eris's apartment to reunite some friends, others to talk to leadership. Skeggy specifically is going to discuss matters with the Castellan, though you don't really know necessarily where he is. You're going to go towards the Inner Bailey. Sasori is looking for the child of the orphaned Levy Merrick, Levy Jr., and Eric was looking for his most recent farmstead to help the most recent farmstead refugees, and I think Eris agreed to go along. What else has changed here at the Keep? We'll find out now. Sasori. John.
Yeah.
You think back about 4 years ago. Your hand is raised to an apartment door. You knock, and the door opens. A young 10-year-old Levy Jr. answers. He's got a little soccer ball in his hand. It seems like he's playing that inside the house. You hear a call from his now foster mother from inside. Who's at the door? And he just looks at you and he stares. What do you say to him?
I'm losing the voice. All right, we're going to go back to this. Do you remember me? Levy Jr.
He doesn't say anything, but he looks at you sternly and nods. Kind of a bit of fear in his eye as well, as you killed his father.
I have a bag of groceries in my hand, and I kind of put it down by his feet. A whole bunch of food. And from out behind my back, I take out a wooden sword. A training sword. And I put it in his hand.
He backs away, recoils from your gesture.
I think at first he doesn't take it. But
no, he doesn't. He recoils.
I grab his arm, and I put the sword in his hand, and I say to him, "You must train. If you do not train, you will not be strong. Training is important. If you wish to avenge your father's death, you must train. You must be stronger than he was." And
he looks a little... Yeah.
And I smack the sword out of his hand, or I attempt to with my hand.
Oh, it falls to the floor. He's not ready for that.
It falls to the floor. I pick it back up, and I put it in his hand, and I do the same thing again. Not hard. I'm not trying to knock it out on purpose, but I want to do it until he's able to get a firm grip on the sword.
So the second time you hit it, and it again falls to the floor, and as you're picking it up, he'll say something with a bit of puzzlement, confusion. But you killed my dad.
And I say, lesson 1, don't drop your weapons.
He takes the sword again from you, holds it.
And I smack it again.
He pulls it away this time. Give me acrobatics or athletics, whatever you would like to use. Probably acrobatics for you.
That's a 2 plus 5.
He rolled
7.
a 16.
That's
got
amazing.
I guess he's a little boy. He probably have -1 to his strength or something, or whatever. But he still beats you there, and he pulls the sword back and actually kind of smacks you on the hand with it, the back of the hand.
I go, lesson 1 passed. Round 1 is yours. See you for round 2 tomorrow.
He again does not find this necessarily humorous, but he kind of just stares at you, kind of looks confused a bit, but maybe is trying to reason with why this is happening, and maybe we'll say to you, yeah, I guess so. And then he takes a little bit step back and puts the sword down by his side, and he says, "It's no one," to his mother's voice back there. He calls out to her, "Nobody's here," and he closes the door slowly, watching you walk away. And now, in the present, you're there, standing before that closed door, the same apartment, the one very end of the complex. What do you do?
I want to actually just look in the window at first. I haven't seen him in years. Do they still live here? Is it still...
The window would probably... these apartments are very small, and I'd imagine them like one big like row of... Almost like if it were like cabins, right? Like little cabins. They only have like one front-facing entry and like a window in the front and the back. There are multiple stories. I think there was 2 stories we had said. I think Eris was on the top floor, and then this is on the bottom. So
well, I'd like to think that there have been other training sessions besides that just one. Before I left the keep. So I'm going to pick the lock and try to break in stealthily.
Okay, never mind. I was gonna say the windows must be shuttered at this point. I would imagine.
Yeah.
So okay.
Seeing that, now I'm gonna try to sneak in stealthily.
All right, give me the breaking and entering roll.
There's my sleight of hand, and I'll have a stealth on top of it if you want.
Okay.
17.
Yeah, that's good enough. You turn your head just to kind of give a quick glance, see if anybody's here. I mean, it's the morning. It's not like, the busiest time of day for people, but like there are people out and about. You wait for a little bit of a lull, and then you crouch down, take out your thieves' tools, and start to maneuver them into the lock, and eventually it opens. And inside, you see a man about 50 years old. He's in his long johns, getting dressed, putting on suspenders and his overcoat, and the smell of like oils and leather emanate from this place. It's a modest place, but there's lots of items in here. Looks like a bench for working with leather, and there's tools all about. And you can see this man here getting dressed. He's facing away from the door, so he doesn't notice you just yet. Give me a stealth check.
$17.
That's pretty good. He doesn't seem to notice you. You close the door maybe just a bit more so that you're not so easily recognized. But this is the right door. You're certain of it. You've been here many times. There's nobody here. It's just this man.
I'm so tempted to do something. All right, well, I'm going to act as if I belong here and I have a key for this door. Okay. And I've been gone for 4 years, right?
Well, you've been gone for about a year plus.
Year plus, yes. Sorry, 4 years. So I'm gonna open the door, and as soon as I open it, stay outside of the house. Like, who are you?
Oh,
who are you? Where is Levy Jr.? Where are the old proprietors of this house? What have you done with him? And maybe now I have my hand on my sword now. That's not the word I wanted.
Yes, that's okay. He likes that. You said that. He's like, I run my shop out of this place. And he's a older, like I said, 50-ish. He definitely doesn't look like the kid. Like, he's certainly not possibly his age this much. He's a man who's slightly thinning hair on the top. He's got like a salt and pepper beard, and you recognize him now that he turns around. You see he's there in, like I said, an undershirt. His suspenders are up. He's putting on an overcoat. You remember him. You, as a guard here at the keep, he was a shoemaker in the keep. But he had a shop down by the marketplace. It looks like he's running his shop out of his apartment, or this apartment.
Oh my God! It's Kyle the cobbler. Kyle, how are you?
He says, "It's Stan Parsons. You remember me? I remember you. You're that guard that was one of the heroes. What was your group's name again?"
Oh, you're Stan the Shoe Man. I remember now. I have little nicknames for everyone. It's how I remember.
I was so tempted to name him Bundy, but I didn't. Little Married with Children reference?
Yes. I am with the Charcoalition. It does not matter. Where are the family that used to live here?
I'm sorry. I can't understand your accent. It's
all over the
changing
place.
so often.
Okay. I think I just need to lean into French. I tried to find old Sasori. It is dead. It is gone. I
The
got
Sori, that's your name.
I've
Yeah,
got
yeah.
brain
Yeah.
damage, and my intelligence is now only a 5, not a 6. And now I'm Borat. Oh my god, this is terrible.
That's
Very
the
nice.
voice, he says. That's the one I remember. That one, midst your voice changes.
Stan the Shoeman. It is very nice to meet you again. What did you do with the family that lived here? Your answer is very important to how many more minutes you are breathing.
He laughs, assuming you're joking. He says, "Oh, well, wait a second. Didn't you? I thought you died."
I touch myself. I died a couple times, I think, but I don't know. Maybe I can't die. I was stone. I was a little annoying goblin guy.
You
Halfling.
were a small little goblin? I'm very confused, he says, but I thought you and your party, you all went missing, the heroes of the Borderlands, remember? With Mr. Helios and the wizard and the dwarf and who was that other guy?
I had breakfast and we killed a giant last night with them. We are not dead. I can assure you.
This is incredible. Why do you have a key to my apartment?
I used to take care of the family that lived here before.
Oh, this is making sense. He said, I didn't know them. Some little boy lived here. Yeah, I remember that. Him and his mother, they left. After the first giant attack, they headed south on a caravan.
Well, these people are very important to me. I'm glad to hear they are safe, but if they are going south,
I mean, this was a long time ago, months ago. They left, and now the keep has moved all the vendors and the market stalls. Everybody's got to operate their shops out of these small little apartments.
may I get some things I left here?
There's nothing here. I can guarantee you that. I've lived here for a while now.
Oh, you do not know my secret hiding spot. I can tell you this much.
Give me a persuasion check. See if you can weasel your way in here.
Nat 20, baby. 25.
He says, as long as you don't take any of my stuff, you're good.
I will not take anything you know. And I go to a place in the corner where there's a floorboard that I peel up and I see if my belongings are still there, which is a +5 magical sword. No. No, but this would be the place where Levy Jr. kept his wooden sword, so his foster mother wouldn't see it. And maybe I was looking to see if there's also a note there from Levy Jr.
Yeah. So how big is this little floorboard crawl space thing that you hide stuff in for each other?
It's truly like a floorboard that comes
Okay,
up
so
and then
thin.
like the
Yeah.
space underneath it, so the sword can fit, like kind of sideways in there. The hilt wasn't very long. I mean, I imagine, like one of those baseball bats you get when you go to like a game, like a MLB game, and they give you like the giveaway bat. I don't think they do that anymore, but they did when we were kids. I imagine it's about that long, with like a little hilt on it. Like we're not talking about a full-on wooden sword.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, like almost like a child's toy sword or something, right?
Yeah, he was 10. He was
Okay.
I guess he was,
yeah. So
I guess he was
while you're
14.
Yeah, he would have been like 14 or 15 at this point. Yeah, maybe a little, yeah, something like that. So yeah, as you go starting to go look towards the floorboard, pulling it up, and while you're doing that, Stan is getting ready. He's continuing to get dressed. He's like, you could help me carry my stuff down to the marketplace. It's always a pain in the neck to get everything in the cart down there. To use the help.
Nothing would make me happier than to help a fellow
Excellent.
citizen.
You open the floorboard up, and inside is the sword. It's the only thing in there, that wooden sword. You want to take it?
Nothing else. No.
No note.
Yeah, I will take the sword.
You pick up the sword. You look at it. carved into one side of the blade is a small message. It says, "I don't need this one anymore. I'm all grown up."
Ah,
It
I
says-
kind of wipe a tear from my eye and just be like, one day I will give this back to you. Will it be as a friend or as a foe? And I take the sword and I actually think for right now, I actually put it in my belt. Like, I want to show this thing.
Okay. Carrying it around. I love it. Jeff, were you going to say something? I feel like you were poised to
please.
say
No,
something.
this whole thing is so deeply weird. Not creepy. It's not creepy at all.
I love it.
He was. You do you, John. When this
He's
kid
training-
comes back,
I
when
think
this
it's
kid
kind of
comes
cool.
back and kills you,
Yep.
I think that's the
we'll-
goal.
Yeah.
That would
just
be an epic way to
eating
go.
popcorn.
It's going to be so great. And
He's
nobody
15.
else is going to know what's happening. It's like, why is this teenager assaulting Sasori?
I just want to know how many fingers you have on your right hand, John. That's all I want to know.
Well, the character was based off Inigo Montoya, so
There you go.
maybe we're switching this. It's like a switcheroo.
Yeah, just like the voices. We'll find out his true voice soon. John is actually just a man has no voice. He's the a man with no voice.
Uh-huh.
Like
Maybe
Game
we
of
should
Thrones.
just do this one. Are we gonna get copyrighted? Oh, are we allowed to do it?
Park.
As long as we don't call it by name.
That's him. All right, so at this point, Stan is collecting his things and getting ready to go to the marketplace. You're going to help him out. We're going to switch over to Skeggy. Skeggy,
Sir.
you're heading through the keep here, and I would say overall it's pretty busy. There's a lot of people around, even though everybody generally looks pretty unhappy. Like I said, the last time you were here, there were lots of guards, more guard presence than normal. And when I mean guards, I mean inner bailey. Those are like military guards walking around. When you get to the inner bailey gate, which of course is right next to the bailiff's office, you're stopped immediately by two guards. They say, "No one's allowed into the inner bailey." These two brown and yellow colored, guards. They have the garb of the inner bailey guards. They say, "No one's allowed into the inner bailey."
What was the name of the castellan?
Voss is his last name. Alaric
Voss.
Voss.
Okay. Well, I'll have you know, I can't even talk tonight. I'm Skeggy, son of Skorin, Thane of Sverhold, and I'm a friend to Castellan Voss. I've been away for a year or more, and I come back and I find this place in disastrous shape. I've come to speak to the Castellan. I know he'll want to see me. I need to learn what's happened and how I can be of assistance in resolving the situation.
Yeah, and you don't recognize these guards. I mean, it's very possible they're new, and you didn't know every guard anyway. And I think Skeggy, like Eric, didn't stick around in the keep after the events of the Keep on the Borderlands campaign. They kind of went their separate ways, but came back at the request of the Castellan. So you don't recognize these guards, and they don't seem to have any sort of reverence for you. And they say, "Scram! I don't care whose son of whoever you are. Get out of here."
Okay. I'm giving him my full courtier background.
Mhm.
Important person.
Right. Persuasion.
presence, and yeah, persuasion.
Persuasion check. Because of your courtier background, you can give me advantage on this, trying to
Okay.
get in to see a
Okay.
political
All right.
figure.
I gotta figure out. I don't know.
Just roll it
Just
twice
roll
if you want.
I'll
Yeah.
just roll it twice. Okay. 18.
Very nice. What do you say after they say, "Scram! We don't care whose son you are, whose father you're a father of. We don't care."
Well, I don't care who you are either, lad, but I think the Castellan will care to see me.
Oh yeah, why's that?
Are you daft, boy? I explained it to you. I am Sverri, son of Skorin. Me and my friends, me and my company, saved this town. Now, how long ago was it?
A couple years
That we-
ago.
that-
Yeah, 4
No,
years
no.
ago. Yeah.
Okay. Saved this town from the clouds of chaos 4 years ago before you were even here. I assure you, Castellan Voss will want to see me, and when he finds out you're the one who didn't let me, you're the one who's going to be sorry.
The one guy whispers to the other guard, and he says, "Just let him speak to Buttes." All right. Listen, I don't know who you are. We're under strict orders. Just it's our jobs here. We're just making sure we're doing our duty. Let him talk to Buttes.
Okay,
And
that's
the
fine.
other
If I'd
one.
known Jutsu was an option, I would have gone there first anyway.
You might
Okay.
not have, yeah. He takes you to the side of the gate, and there's a door here you're familiar with. Although, to be honest, I think Scory was probably more friendly with Buttes. I think you obviously both know him, though. But he's been here probably more than you have. But you go into his office. It's a very well-furnished office. It's got a nice wooden desk, armchairs. He has he had, I think, a bow on top of the mantle, and that is gone now. But he does have lots of decorations and even a painted portrait of him and his daughter, Adina, at their seemingly at her wedding. There's a wedding of her and a man that you maybe recognized from your time at the keep. His name was Jonathan. He was a merchant. And there's a portrait that's painted there of the two of them. She looks particularly unhappy. And Jonathan is all smiles.
Portrait.
It's a painted portrait. And she has a very, straight-faced, I'm just here
Okay.
That's
smile.
a far cry
Yeah.
from her love for that other
The
chick.
Raven. The Raven.
Yeah.
All right.
So.
And Buttes is there?
And he's there. He's like, I'd imagine he's like playing with a paddle ball, but that may not have been invented at this point. So he's just sitting there, maybe dusting off some of his old, maybe decorations. Maybe he's looking at a stag head that's mounted on the wall, kind of just making sure it's all straight, And he looks at you. He's a little older now since you last seen him. He's a little thicker around the middle. And definitely what was left of his hair is now completely gone.
Okay.
And he says, "Well, could it be?" He says, "Skaggy, I can't believe it. You're alive."
And that we seem to be. I've returned with Narek and Anonymous and the rest of the coalition.
Get out of here.
We're a bit dismayed to find the keep in this kind of condition.
You're telling me. This place ain't what it used to be. And then he looks like he said something he really shouldn't. And he looks up at you. He's a little worried. He's like, I probably shouldn't have said that. It's actually not that bad. Here, have a seat. Have a seat. Here. And he hands you a pipe from his desk.
Okay.
You're a smoker, right?
Sure I am. Hey, thank you. Well,
He lights it for you.
Okay. What's happened? I heard tell of giants, and I see the walls have been ventilated.
Oh, yeah. Been terrible here with these giant attacks and whatnot. But before we get to that, where have you all been? Been over a year since you last left the keep. Come on now. Be honest.
It's a tale too long to tell now. But each of us had our own journey to make in lands far away. And journeys that took longer than we ever expected or even realized. But we've come back here and we see that there's much to be done.
That is the truth. My daughter herself actually points to the portrait. She got married.
I see that. Congratulations.
And one of the first things they did was decide to leave the keep. So, yeah. But I still write her. Every so often, whenever a merchant comes, I write her. They live in Vartim now, somewhere in the south.
That's far.
Yeah, far journeys indeed. Far journeys indeed. But she's happy now. Very happy. Yes.
Glad to hear it.
Yes. Last I heard, they hired a live-in nanny. Stays with them.
Okay.
They're not pregnant yet, but I think they're trying. I believe. Yes.
And they were roommates.
They
I'm
were
sure
roommates at one point. Yes. Mm-hmm.
See, I know Skeggy never knew the daughter, so this is all lost on him.
Yeah, it's totally yeah.
It's just humans buzzing around their little.
Yeah,
quick
she hasn't
lives
written to
anyway.
me in quite some time, but I know it's just it's the post is unpredictable these days with the giant attacks. So I'm sure that's the reason.
I'm sure all is well with her,
Yes.
and I'm glad to hear of her happiness. But there's much unhappiness here, and we must do something about that.
Hmm.
What do you know of these giants?
Well, what do I know? I'll tell you as he takes out his DM notes. He says to you, "Giants, you say? Well, they attacked here twice already. You saw that huge gaping hole in the wall by the entry, didn't you?
Aye.
A boulder nearly killed me. I was right there at the front of the gate when it came through.
It's good that you weren't a few feet over then.
That's right. I was very lucky. But not everyone was. We've had attacks on our patrols. Merchants have been attacked on the road here. Dead Man's Pass is truly that again. Dangerous. We only get 1-2 caravans maybe we've had a month. Supplies are running real low here. And even if the Castellan himself doesn't want to admit it, we're going to have to do something soon.
Aye. So the caravans are they being harassed by bandits, or is the giants affecting the caravans as well?
It's the giants. Yeah, those damn monsters. And seems like they've hired some orcs and ogres and... I mean, it's a whole monster army.
Aye. Okay. Has anybody been out to scout the area to find where they're based, or if they're even still here? When was the last attack, by the way?
Last attack was just under 2 months ago, I believe. Yeah, that's
2
about
months
right.
ago.
Mm-hmm.
That's quite a while. Have we not seen any since?
Oh, we've seen them. Yeah, every so often we have a guard, someone on the towers. They look out and they see them. It's almost like they're testing us, see if we're aware of them. All the farmsteads have been raided. They're mostly destroyed. We don't send that many patrols out, I'll be honest with you.
So you're just sitting here waiting.
Yeah.
And whose decision is that?
Right to the top, he says. He just points up. I mean, that's not the direction of the Castellan, but...
I gotcha. Does that seem odd to you that that the strategy would be to just sit here inside the keep and wait?
Well, there's been a new group of soldiers coming down from the nation, and they got a man here leading them, named Glendor. You met him yet?
No, I don't think we have.
Yeah,
No,
well,
I've heard
this guy
the name, I think,
Glendor,
once
he's
or
a
twice.
yeah, no, he's a real firecracker if you ask me. I mean, good guy, don't get me wrong. Like really, I mean,
Right.
he's a holy man. He frequents the church a lot, and he's brave, no doubt, but verges on foolhardy if you ask me. He almost died in an offensive attack against the giants in the last raid. Got almost everyone in his company killed. And after that, the Castellan said, no one, not even him, is allowed out.
And that was
takes
this,
a big-
this attack
go ahead.
2 months ago. That's when that happened.
Yeah, maybe like a month and a half ago, 6-7 weeks, something like that.
So, try to remember. You said that there were troops that had arrived from Karnov. Is that
Yeah.
these guys?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And this guy Glendor is pretty. I mean, he's impressive. Okay, he's got a resume. He's the
Aye.
hero of Cassidonia, and you recognize that as a island chain off the southern coast of Artem.
Does that name mean anything to me, though? I mean, other than just being a real place.
It is a place. It's a real place, and I don't. Do you think you've? I don't think you've ever been there, right? I mean, we've talked about kind of where you're from, and you probably wouldn't have been there, right?
Well, I was all over. I was following Scory.
Yeah, he wouldn't
for
have been there.
Quite
So,
a
but
while. Okay.
you do know that it's known for its vibrant culture, proud traditions, and mastery of sea trade.
Can you just say the name of that town one more time?
Cassidonia. It's a island nation.
Did you say pass or Cass?
Cass with a C.
Yep. Okay, great. I did hear.
Cassidonia.
Okay, we're all
It
diligent.
sounds like a P every time.
Take notes this time. Yeah, I said Pasadena with a C.
Pasadena, California.
Well,
The C is silent. It's CP. Okay. All right. And this is just Jeff talking to Bob.
Yeah.
This guy was a member of some sort of an order that Skeggy recognized a little bit about.
The bearers
What
of the sun. Hmm.
Bearers of the Sun, right? What does Skeggy know about the Bearers of the Sun?
Give me a religion check.
Oh,
I mean, I imagine during some campfires, Barrick would recount stories maybe or talk about them, as he's definitely someone who knows about them and would look up to them.
yeah. The only thing I know is whatever Barrick has happened to tell me.
Yeah, because he rolled a 5, I think I see, right?
I rolled a 5.
Yeah,
Barrick
there,
doesn't tell the best stories sometimes.
Well,
they're a religious order of. You might not necessarily have viewed them as extremists, but they're certainly organized. It's like an organized religion of Hyperius.
okay, so they are connected with Hyperius. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, and honestly, I think the intention is that they're very much like the Roman Catholic Church. They have a pope figure. They have these bearers of the sun who are basically like traveling bishops or cardinals, and they spread the light of Hyperius.
Are they like a military order, like the Knights Templar or something, or?
Yeah, somewhat. They don't necessarily associate with the nation particularly, but they often will give aid to
Okay,
in times
But
of
they're-
need. Yeah,
they're a
like a
military order.
paramilitary. Yeah.
Okay, but they're associated not with any given nation, but with the worship of Hyperius. with-
Exactly. Yep. Mhm.
Okay. Yeah.
And I would say that's what
expect
you
that.
know, no matter what,
Derek would've-
even without the
okay.
role. But yeah. Mhm.
Okay. And the men that came in with him, were they also bearers of the sun? Or, and if you want me to ask this in character, you
Yeah.
can.
Let's do it in character.
Okay.
You can ask it.
This, this, is he Sir Glendor? Or what?
Sir Glendor the Fourth.
Okay, I just want
Yeah.
to get. All right, this Sir Glendor the Fourth, bearer of the sun. Were the men with him that he led to their deaths? Were they also of that order, the bearers, or were they?
No, they were good men.
common soldiers,
Common
Local-
soldiers.
local men.
Some. He came here with about 60 of his own men to reinforce the keep. They were soldiers of Karnov, the nation of Karnov, which is where a lot of these people are from because it's the closest nation.
Okay, and that is very distinct from Vartan, where
Yes, a long way from home.
Casa
so to speak.
Pasadena is. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, he goes to church. He's he's a religious nut like Helios was.
All right. Well, we've had quite a lot of religion around here, lately,
Yeah.
it seems.
And
What-
if you
what do
ask
you know
me, and he gets a little quiet right now, I think he's got something for Sister Briseis in the church, if you know what I mean.
I was wondering if there was some sort of connection between the two, because
There's some connection.
I've heard there's been some big changes around the temple.
Yeah. I mean, it might as well be called the Hyperius Chapel at this point.
How do the locals take to that?
I mean, they need the hope where they can get it. So the church is packed. They're doing daily services, dawn and dusk.
Interesting. What else to ask? So is there any chance that I might be able to see folks inside the Inner Bailey and find out how
I'll get you in.
myself and my friends?
I'll get you
I
in,
would
but
appreciate
it
that.
may not be immediate. And I hate to say this, but even I'm a little cut off. No one's allowed to speak with the Castellan directly, unless your name is Glendor or one of the Inner Bailey officers. That's it. Even me, I can't even get in. But I know who to ask and who to get the message to. And once he hears that you're all back, he'll want to speak with you. Yeah.
I'd
And
appreciate that.
remember, I didn't really criticize him or Glendor. You know,
Of course not. Of
yeah,
course
no.
not.
Yeah.
Of course not. And anybody's got to be an improvement over Merivek, no doubt, right?
We don't even speak of him anymore. Yeah. But
Go ahead.
between you and me, this guy, boss, he's no Beric. All right.
I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that a bit. Well, I would appreciate a chance to speak with the Castellan if you can arrange it.
Where are you staying? I'll make sure a message gets to you.
All right, I tell him.
Eris's apartment?
Yeah, I guess that's
Okay.
where we are.
Great. Excellent. All right. And
The
that'll be,
apartment that I
and
know
he'll start
nothing
going
about
on.
the history of.
Yeah. And he'll start going on and on about Adina and all the redecorating they've done and
Okay,
things
that's
like that.
great.
Yeah.
All right, we'll make small talk and smoke
Yeah.
pipe.
Eris. You're walking with Eric Lavernus to the marketplace. Now, Eric said that he wanted to go and check on the refugees. Sounded like a noble desire, so you tagged along with him. Get the sense that, like, every so often, even though you just, you don't know each other that well, he seems to be very distant and not trying to make conversation. And he's walking real fast through the crowd. It's kind of like in Home Alone when Kevin's dad's going through the airport. He just seems to want to, like, get away from you almost. Every now and then you'll catch up and you'll make some small talk, but you get the sense that he's distracted. His mind is elsewhere.
Okay. She will sense that he's maybe uncomfortable or doesn't want to make small talk, which she's okay with. She understands that everyone is the chatty type. But she'll do a little, it's like a walk run to keep up with him every so often, have to take a few extra steps, and weave her way through the crowd. Is he walking towards where the refugees are?
Yeah, the marketplace. And
Okay.
and you had told him that's, like, generally where the people are. And yeah, you'll reach there very soon. It's not that far.
Okay. As we're walking, maybe one of the times I catch up to him, she's panting a little bit from walk running so fast, but she'd be like, I assume you're familiar with this part of the city. I've been coming here often to help the refugees and maybe bring food or just words of comfort. What made you want to come here?
He'll give you a quick, very simplistic answer, like, I like to help people, and he kind of leaves it at that. He's, yeah, I'm familiar with this place. Oh, look, here we are. And then you get to the market. The market itself, and this is something that you've seen a few times before, it's not much different than the last time you were here, maybe a week ago at this point, right? The farmers that have been displaced, the refugees, people who have come here because they are no longer safe outside of the keep, have created like makeshift, almost like a shanty town. There's like tents or little small shelters that have been built all alongside the edges of the streets. The businesses are all closed down, and you know this. This has been this way since the first attack. Actually started happening. The displacement started happening even before the first attack when you first arrived. After you arrived. But the businesses have all closed, and they're operating out of the apartments, the ones like that you rent. And all the businesses now stuff in as many refugees as possible. So it's like, there might be a dozen people living in the shoemaker's old place, and all the, furniture or any sort of like decor has been removed, and it's just replaced with like cots and bedding and things like that. It's pretty harsh living down in this area. And as you look, you see all this hardship. You feel that like pang of sadness that reminds you a little bit of your upbringing until you got to the monastery. Mm-hmm. And in this quick moment of looking out, you turn back to see Eric Lavernus, how he would react to this place. But he's gone. He was right there. He was right beside you just 5 seconds ago. And it seems that he's no longer there.
Can I scan the crowd and do a perception check?
Sure.
That's a 19.
19. You get the sense that he must be close. There's people moving away from his direction, from your direction, but it's not him, clearly. Like, it does not look like the artist formerly known as Prince. There's somebody, though, headed towards some of the businesses that are closed.
Okay. He must have gotten lost. She'll like say to herself quietly, trying to find some excuse for his disappearing.
You see some vendors starting to set up their wares. There's some stalls that seem to be like permanent fixtures or semi-permanent now. But most of the vendors just roll up with their cart and sell right out of their cart. You see, though, some common vendors that you've purchased items from before. You know that there's a man who sells flour. Mm-hmm. I know you're interested in getting some almonds and maybe making some sort of an almond pastry.
Yes. Yeah, I'll head to whoever I know can sell me like the basic staples of like flour, butter, or like lard or some fat I can use for pastry, and sugar and eggs.
What was the butter that you liked?
Kerrygold.
Get some Kerrygold butter. You get some almonds, some flour, like you said, everything you need to like make the perfect almond pastry for Hieronymus.
The good stuff. Yeah.
The good stuff. It takes you not that long to find it all, but the price of everything gone up since you've even been here. We'll say all in all, everything to make this almond bread is going to cost you like 3 silver pieces.
Okay. Seeing that price, I might buy just half of what I wanted. Like, all the ingredients still, but like half the amount to make fewer pastries.
And there are chickens. There are still people who brought their livestock in, and there's still things. It's just, with the idea that maybe merchants aren't coming very often, people are jacking up prices, and not good. But you pay your stuff, and you get all your materials, and then you notice another familiar face. Mohag is at a stall. He doesn't recognize you yet, but he's arguing with him, the vendor, about a price. And their hands are in the air, and everybody's kind of getting a little animated. And he says, all right, fine. Here, take it, and keep the change. You see he gives 2 full gold pieces to the vendor, which is actually quite generous for what he's got in his hand.
What did he buy?
He has a straight-edged razor and a pair of hair shears.
Okay. I will approach him and kind of, like pat him on the shoulder to get his attention. Mohag, right?
Yeah, Eris, what's up? What are you doing here?
I'm just buying some staples to make Hieronymus that almond pastry he was asking for. What are you buying? I see you spent quite a lot of money.
Yeah, well, this guy's trying to say that he needs more money and that he doesn't have. I mean, he looks over at the guy, and the guy is like counting the pieces of whatever he's got, gold and silver, in his little purse, and he's like, and at this point, I was just like, all right, fine, just take it. I mean, what is gold to me, really? He says, got so much of it at this point. We're heroes,
have a lot.
so yeah.
Well, if you have so much that you can spare 3 gold on shaving supplies, perhaps you could spare some more to help feed some of these refugees. I'm just about to go see if I can find some rations to pass out to the hardest hit. Would you like to accompany me?
Oh, well, that's I'm a big refugee guy. I help out the poor all the time. So yeah, I could do that. He looks a little confused, like, where are the refugees? Who do I help?
She's taking him at his word, and she'll smile when he says that he loves helping people, and she'll be like, "Oh, that's great to hear. I think helping those less fortunate is important. You never know when you'll be hit hard yourself. So, follow me. I'll lead the way. I know some vendors that might give me discount prices if they know that this is going to a good cause."
Okay, great, excellent. And he's putting the shears and the razor in his bag, and he's catches up to you, and he says, if you're gonna stick around with us for an extended period of time, I better give you the rundown. I know you don't know everybody really well, but they're really great people, honestly. Most of them, at least.
Yes, most of them seem very good.
Yeah, let's start with we'll start with Barrick. Okay, so Barrick, he's kind of like the leader. I mean, I like to think of me and him as co-leaders, to be honest, but he's kind of like the leader. And sometimes, though, he gets a little hot-headed, loses his cool, and luckily, I'm here to kind of be the voice of reason. But honestly, I tell him all the time, just look, pray to your God for help. And he's got a big heart, and he used to be the priest here. Did you know that?
I did know that.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're there to help temper his passion, and sounds like you're maybe a voice of wisdom to him.
I am, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. And then there's Hieronymus Bosch, I should say, his full name.
I'm going to kill this guy.
He's the wizard of the keep here. There was another wizard who was probably more qualified, but he got threatened, and then he left. So he was kind of a coward. But his name was Decario. Not that important. But Hieronymus, though, he might look surly, but he's actually a pretty kind person too. Just don't give him the idea to set things on fire, because he likes doing that.
I see. Yeah, he seems very sweet from what how I've interacted with him. I'm actually bought some ingredients to make him some almond pastries. Hopefully he likes them. Good.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that'll get his sweet tooth. I mean, that's it. He loves almonds. I can tell you that for sure.
I could tell that too. He's brought them up many times.
Mm-hmm. Now, Sasori is probably my closest friend in the group. Sasori is, we're like brothers at this point, but he likes to joke a lot. You could tell he cares about everyone, but, we rag on each other. We, bust each other's chops and, break each other's horns. It's a good dynamic, We like to play, good guard, bad guard when we have to interrogate somebody,
I see. Do you interrogate people often?
He judges
Together?
your reaction on this, and I'm going to roll an insight check to see if he thinks you think that's cool or not. He rolled a 16. He's like, no, I mean, just once we had to, and it was like to save the realm, so we had to. But yeah, no, I don't do it often. No.
Well, I'm glad you have a good relationship. I haven't spoken much to Sasori yet. I did run into him when I was trying to meditate in the forest, and he was doing something in the bushes, but
he almost died.
Oh, I did not know this.
He faced down a Medusa, was turned to stone, and lives to tell the tale.
She's actually fascinated by this, and she's says, I'll have to ask him about that. That's so interesting. I want
Yep.
to know more about this Medusa.
Yep, crazy. Yeah, he likes to fight a lot, so don't like challenge him to a duel or anything. That would be bad.
I don't intend to. I've noticed
Yeah.
he mentions stabbing quite often.
Yeah, he likes that. And then and then Skaggy. Yeah, Skaggy. He's look, he's old. All right, he gets cranky. I'll be honest with you, I don't really know him all that well because he left the keep. He came back and hung out with us again, and we went on some more adventures. But I actually felt like I knew his son a little better than him.
Oh, he had a son? Does he
He
live
has a
in the
bunch of
keep as
sons.
well?
I think they're all dead though.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Maybe that's why he's cranky. But yeah, he came here looking for his son. Actually, funny thing is, nobody said this, but his son died in your apartment.
She stops walking and looks at him to see if he's joking or not.
No, he's straight-faced, yeah.
She gets really like upset and sad hearing this. You
Yeah.
can see like her whole demeanor. She was like excited, like learning about the group. Her whole demeanor changes. She kind of like freezes up a little and looks at him and says, "Is that what the blood at the entrance?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
That's terrible. It's
Yeah,
so
they should
sad
have really
to
cleaned
lose
it.
a loved one."
Oh, yeah, that too. I mean, for sure, he says. Anyway,
I'll have to.
yeah.
Oh God, and I was so inconsiderate. I brought him in without even realizing. I'll have to apologize to him next time I see him.
Oh, I'm sure he's fine. He's over it now.
You never really get over losing those closest to you, Mohag.
You're absolutely right, he says, changing direction again. And he's like, actually, yeah, you really are. We all have lost someone, I'm sure. And he says, well, this guy that killed him was crazy. He was like this fanatical priest. And then as he says this, into the marketplace strides Glendor the Fourth, along with 2 acolytes from the Church of Hyperius, and a few of the Inner Bailey guards actually are accompanying him, maybe 6 people in total. And this guy is the first time that he's been here, like on quote unquote camera, but you've seen him before. Glendor is, let me just give you his little description here, but he's a commanding presence. The way I like to think of him is he's like a mix of Oberyn Martell from Game of Thrones and King Leonidas from 300. Okay, so imagine like smash them two together, and like that's what this guy is. He wears a very light, in terms of like heaviness, armor, leather armor. It's got a sun emblazoned on the chest. He looks like he's no more than like 35 years old or so. He has tanned olive skin, almost like perfectly tanned olive skin, curly dark hair, and a short trimmed beard. And he stands pretty tall, probably like 6'2" or so. And he is, like I said, as soon as he walks in, everybody kind of parts as he walks in. And he starts, in a very kind ways, barking orders, though, to his troops and the acolytes, and lines for food, lines for water, lines for clothing and supplies all start to form. And he's moving around, like almost like orchestrating this whole thing, like a conductor. And everybody seems to listen when he gives them a command. And at some point, he starts to wander over this way, and he goes, Mohag says, "Who's this guy?"
As Sir Glendor comes into view and starts doing his orchestration of the lines, again, Eris's demeanor changes. You see her get a little bit rigid. You see her take a few steps back, and she almost kind of like tugs on Mohag's like sleeve and like tugs him in front of her. So she's a little bit blocked from view. She also has a cloak. She'll put the hood up, and she'll kind of shield herself from sight with Mohag. And when Mohag asks who that is, she'll say, "That is the new captain of the Inner Bailey."
Oh, really? Interesting. And he looks at him, and he looks at you. I'm going to have him make an insight check, see if he sees what you're doing here. Oh, Nat 1. He has no idea what's going on. He's like, really interesting. Great. Now, let me tell you a little bit about Eric Lavernus. That guy has got some secrets. And then he
She's
gets
continuing to
interrupted.
tug him in like a different direct. She's like tugging on the back of his shirt, and she says, I'd love to hear about Eric. Perhaps we should walk down a different road.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. I want to just say hi to this guy. And you see he catches eyes with Glendor, and Glendor sees him and then looks beyond and sees you. You make eye contact. And he says out loud from almost like, 20, 30 feet away through a crowd, "You there." "Yes, you," points to you. And Mohag's like, "Me?" And he's like, "No, you." And he points to you, Eris.
I will take a little step out from behind Mohag, but not all the way.
"You there. You're Eris, is it? I remember seeing you in the Inner Bailey not too long ago talking with the Castellan. You're a hero."
She won't say anything. She'll just like, nod her head.
Come here. Come here. We need to speak."
She'll look up at Mohag. And I don't know if he needs to roll, but like her eyes look kind of scared.
Mohag's just kind of like caught in the middle. He's like, and I'm Mohag the Great, they call me. He goes, puts out his hand to Sir Glendor. Glendor shakes it heartily. "Mohag the Great. It is an honor to be in your presence, sir." Mohag's like, yours too. This is Eris, yes? You know each other?" He's confused.
No. Not well.
"Well, not yet," he says. And he looks at Mohag and says, "We have to discuss something privately, if you don't mind." And Mohag's like, I guess so. He looks to you for some guidance, though.
She's a little bit frozen in her space again, but again, she'll like nod and I guess take another few steps towards Glendor.
"It's my," and he like kind of puts his arm around you and starts to walk in the direction away from Mohag. Mohag's just standing there kind of looking on. And he says, it's come to my attention that you were looking for some giant patrols, and is this true? Did you find anything? Tell me you found something."
I found the heroes of the keep returned from their disappearance.
"Heroes of the Keep?"
Yes. Mohag, who you just met, Sasori, Skeggy, Eric, Hieronymus, the
Ah,
wizard, and Baron.
Helios's crew. Helios's crew, right?
Yes.
I've heard so much about them. You found them? Where were they?
They emerged from a cave.
You don't say. Like the dawn, emerged from the darkness. This is an omen.
If you say so.
Well, excellent. We need to get to the Castellan. As soon as we're done here, I'll make sure that he hears of this.
I'm sure he would like to see them. He told me he was disappointed they had not returned.
Yes, they've been gone for quite some time, if I recollect. This is great. Excellent. Excellent work. And he says, Hyperius truly has blessed us on this day. He looks up at the sun. He says, "See it there? Look at that. Sunlight, revealing all." You'll be at the chapel this Friday, right?
Perhaps my work with the refugees may take me away from attending services. And
No.
who knows what the Castellan will
No,
assign to me next.
Not nonsense. No. In just 3 days' time, we will be having the Reconciliation of Light. It's an important holiday for those who follow Hyperius. You'll need to be there. Everyone will be there. I'm certain of it. The church doors will be wide open.
Why do I need to be there?
The Reconciliation of Light?
I'm
The
not
Day of
from here.
Atonement?
I don't know this holiday.
Well, where are you from exactly again?
South of here. I followed the giants on the
As
way
we
north.
all are, he laughs.
I will say the name of a town that I'm not from.
Give me a deception check. Oh,
7.
yeah. He rolls an 18 on the dice.
Dear Lord. Okay.
He says, "Interesting. You don't say. I've been there many times. It's a beautiful country. We'll have to talk more when we discuss with the Castellan. I'll send a message for you. Enjoy your time in the marketplace." And he leaves.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then we're going to go to Hieronymus. Hieronymus! You wake up. Some wet, scratchy sensation is all over your face, your cheek, your forehead, your nose. You open your eyes and you see a cat licking your face. You're in your tower. You have you're clutching, like white knuckling the necklace with the gnarled root. I have a picture of this cat here. I'm going to share my screen. Here we go. This is the cat that is licking your face. Why can't I share it with you? Okay, I'm just putting it in all your journals. I don't know how to like pop it up right now, but do you see it? Did it open into your thing?
No.
Checking now.
Where should it be in my journal?
Oh, I got it. Yeah, cats is in there under player handouts, giants. Middle
Got it.
of the third one on the
So I had to look
Alright.
what this is. This is a Himalayan cat. Apparently, that's the whatchamacallit, the
breed.
the breed. Yeah, actually, I'm not showing it on screen. I guess I have the wrong window up. I'll get that for the viewers though. But yeah, it's a like a white and black cat, piercing blue eyes. Though its fur is not necessarily as well groomed as the one that I'm about to show here. It's kind of all matted and like raggedy, but it's licking your face.
Hi! What? Where did you come from? What are you doing here?
There we go.
You
Everybody
fluffy
see that?
thing? Oh,
It's just like
Yes.
meow, and it like licks you more as you get up, and it tries to like
Thanks.
rub itself all over you. It trills and purrs and rubs up against your legs.
I'll look around to see if there's anybody in here. Then I'll be like, I'll pet it. Pet his head.
There's nobody else in your tower. Let me see if I can get this right. I feel like I'm putting the wrong thing up all the time, but I don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's nope. Either way, there we go. We're back. Okay, so yeah, there's nobody else in the tower with you, but as soon as you do look around, you hear a knock at the door, and you hear the sound of the magic mouth telling people to leave here and never come back, and you look down out your window towards the front door. It's Barrick, your friend. He's come from the
Oh.
church.
I'll let him in.
Yeah.
I'll take the cat though, and I'll put it like in the closet.
It's like as you like lift it, and then you just chuck it in the closet. You just hear some scratching coming from it. It's like trying to claw at the door.
I'm not sure if it's real or not.
Barrick, you enter the chamber of what was once Decario the Wise's study, and you see Hieronymus there. He has the necklace in his hand, and you hear a cat scratching at the door, and like
I'd say
inside
before
closet.
the scratches, before I even hear the scratches, Barrick sneezes. Allergies.
Nice.
What foul beast do you have in here with you, Hieronymus?
Ah,
We need
somebody's
ye old Zyrtec.
Ye old Zyrtec.
And that, everyone, is why we knew Dasha would be the perfect addition to this group. Terrible puns like that's where we made our bread and butter.
Glad to be here.
I'm sorry, our Kerrygold and and
almond bread. Yeah.
and almond bread.
Fred, what have you been up to?
I was just trying to figure out what this thing is. I'll hold up the pendant.
Excellent. Any, what'd you learn?
Well, it has some divination magic, but you should probably try to attune it to yourself. I think you might be able to figure out what it is.
All right. I mean, yeah, I won't really second guess it. As I take it from him, I go, do you often keep your cats in the closet?
I don't know whose cat that is. I'll open the closet. I'll see if it's still there.
It runs out and gets free.
Excellent. I mean, I'll begin, whatever attuning process to this amulet.
You get the sense, Barrick, that as he hands it to you and you sit there to pray, that this thing has already attuned to somebody.
I don't know if this amulet's gonna respond to me. It feels like it's already bonded with somebody. Perhaps you, my friend?
I'll take it back and I'll try to sense if I somehow attune myself to it.
Now that you are awake, conscious, you hold it, and you do get the sense that this item is attuned to you. It almost feels necessary to put it on your neck.
Uh-oh. I'll put it on.
It's not mandatory. You don't have to, but yes, it feels like the right thing to do is to put it on your neck. Do you want to do it? Yep.
Yeah, sure. I want to know exactly what it is, so...
Can I buckle it behind his neck for him? Like I put
If you touch me, I'll roast you alive!
If you dare, yeah, you can do it. You place the necklace on the back of his neck, clasp the little tie at the end that it's got, and then it's on
over
him.
his shoulder, look into the mirror with him. Perfect.
Yeah.
What have I done? Why?
The cat jumps up on the table and purrs at you as you wear it, and you get the sense that this amulet here, or this necklace, is almost like pointing you in a direction, and it's north. As you turn, you get the sense that this is the direction you're supposed to go. The amulet itself, or the root itself, doesn't like glow or do anything like obviously magical, but you feel it in yourself that it's pointing north.
Yeah, it's a wayfinder. It wants us to go north and investigate a giant tree.
Excellent. That sounds like we have a mission. Fantastic. What type of tree? Really tall? Special color leaves? Bark?
Every tree is tall to me.
That's a good point. Good point. They're
But yes,
honestly tall for me
ginormous.
too. I'm not.
Ridiculously big.
Okay, excellent. Awesome. And this cat showed up in this building that I even have trouble getting into.
Yeah, I don't know about that yet. I'm trying to figure him out. Come here, cat.
Can I attempt to let it sniff my hand or something and see if it's friendly?
Yeah, you put your hand out to it and it's like...
It's Professor McGonagall when you know
Yeah.
it.
It's like, all right, kitty. You do you. What happens when Hieronymus tries to...
I'll reach down, try to pick him up.
You've got the magic touch, my friend.
It's because Hieronymus is a cat in his soul. It identifies with him.
Very feline. I'll open up like my my satchel and see if he'll jump in. My little carrying satchel. My catchel.
It looks in. It's got some curiosity, so it looks in. Do you...
I'm like, get in there!
It goes in,
His head
but
out.
yeah, it sticks its head out. Yeah.
You're cheating on Cockroach, and I don't like it.
Cockroach is here somewhere. What's
Exactly.
Cockroach doing?
You don't even know.
Cockroach flies to the window and he's like, "What's up?"
My friend, I never took you for a speaker to the animals.
I'm a whisperer.
Although it makes sense, you don't identify that much with people, so these are perfect.
Cockroach is Cockroach a hawk or an owl? I forget.
An owl.
Owl.
An owl.
Owl.
Yeah.
We like
so
the stats
Cockroach.
better.
Yeah, Cockroach will fly to the window and give a. I mean, it's a hoot to see him fly there, and he just he'll look at you for maybe a command, but he sees that you're just pussyfooting around.
Yeah. Stay close. We might have to leave quick, Cockroach.
Cockroach nods, and he'll kind of stay by you. I mean, do you want to hold your hand out? He'll like, you have the cat in your backpack, and
Yeah.
Cockroach.
Well, like my shoulder is kind of reinforced to
Mhm.
protect me from his claw, so he can land on my shoulder.
Sure. Okay. So he'll ride along, and he like gets close, and the cat is like the cockroach.
Like, Kitty, do you have a name? Does it talk? Do I have speak with animals? I'll have to see if I have that spell.
I don't think you do. I don't
I
think it's a
doubt it,
wizard
but-
spell, is it?
I don't know.
I'm not
I'm
sure.
sure I don't have it. I would never have taken such a spell. I hate animals.
I would
Can,
never.
can Cockroach talk to it? Can you talk to this thing?
Technically, cockroach is like a fey spirit. Like he's not truly an animal. He's like a embodiment of a spirit. That's what a wizard's familiar is.
Yeah, well, they might be able to talk to animals.
Can I?
Maybe it's not an
yeah.
animal. Maybe it's also a fae.
Yeah.
Hate fairies.
In the language of D&D, is a creature and an animal are they the same?
Yeah, I think so.
Can I
Yeah.
try to? So I try to cast message to the cat. I say, "It seems like you like my friend Hieronymus. Welcome. What's your name?"
I don't know that you can do it on
that's-
something that doesn't speak your language.
If
but
it
yeah,
just like doesn't respond, then I'm like, all right, that's fine.
yeah, it doesn't respond. Yeah, I don't think
I
it.
figured
it can
rather than
speak
asking if I
back.
can
Yeah.
do it, I'll just do it and fail.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think animals are creatures, but not all creatures are animals.
That's probably right. There's like a distinguishing a key
'cause-
term or whatever. Yeah, yeah.
It's like a triangle rectangle deal.
People are creatures too. It's just a new thing.
Triangle, rectangle.
I knew
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
did.
But anyway, so yeah,
that
so
makes sense.
the
Oh, cool.
the cat is willing to go along in your bag, but cockroach just takes a couple steps to the side and gives it some room. And at this point, if you want to meet up with your friends, we can progress to later in the day.
We should hurry up, find the others. And before I leave, though, I'm going to look on my bookshelf for a book on fantastic fauna.
Okay, you have something like that, I'm sure. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can educate myself about giant tyrannosauruses.
Giant apes.
Fair enough.
Okay.
All right, so you
Excellent.
get your books. You get maybe even grab a selection of books. But I just don't want to have to keep coming back here to get books. You can grab a
Yeah.
whole slew of
I'll
books.
I'll grab a handful of books and stuff them into my pack.
Yeah, anything you might think would be helpful to researching the giants and things
Oh,
like that.
and I'll dig into my little larder and I'll pull out I have a bundle in there of things and I'll pull that out and stuff that in my pack as well.
What do you have?
I can't say it now.
Really? A secret to the
There's-
DM?
No, there's almond butter. There's a little bit of sugar. There's some brown
Okay.
sugar in there.
You have
little
been gone
things
for
that-
a year and a half. I don't know that stuff.
Oh,
if
it's-
anything there
it-
would go bad.
It was Decario's larder, so I'm sure it's magical.
I don't know about that one.
So it's probably
We'll
not
see.
any good. But the almonds at least.
Keep telling yourself that.
Yeah. Or at least you just
I'm
assume it's
sure
magical.
it smells funny, but I'm sure it's fine.
Are
It was
almonds
magic, Jeff.
supposed to be
was
greenish black?
sealed.
Oh, I've had almond butter upstairs in my cabinet for well over a year. It's fine.
Perfect.
All right, so at this point, the day goes by. You all get, some time to rest. Eric Lavernus does not come back to Eris's apartment.
Uh-oh.
But it's, let's say, towards the evening now. Dusk is approaching. You can hear outside that there's some sort of service at the church going on, but you're all here in the apartments and discussing your day and what to do next. We'll have you take it from here, everybody.
As this conversation is happening, Eris is she's listening in, she's participating, but she's also bustling in the kitchen in the background, whipping up a batch of almond pastries.
And Mohag's helping you. He's like, so I know I told you I was a chef in a former city, but what does flour look like again?
Oh,
No, that was Shorembo who was the chef, right?
Yes, but I also, he says to Sasori, was a chef. down south.
Remember,
So
Mohag, they're the bright things that grow outside. If you could go pick a bunch, that would be great.
great point. And he runs to the door. Yeah.
And I wink at Eris.
I
And
kind
then
of
go
like
back to what I was saying.
I
Somebody else.
don't wink back, and I look away and start working on my pastry.
I kind of give Barrick a little shoulder and be like, "Oh, that was such a great way to get rid of that Jack.
I
Nice
was
job.
channeling my inner Sasori.
So much faster. That would have taken me 10 minutes to figure that out. But why are there bags of flour in the courtyard?
Well, friends, I tell you, I don't know how your days were, but I'll say the temple, the chapel, has gone through some pretty big changes. Do you remember that MacLeod I was telling you about, Briseis? I always called her Little Brie, the sweet kid.
The cheese woman. Yes, I remember.
Well, yes. But sadly, until she realized couldn't hold it down well. Yeah. No, she was really just an upbeat gal back in the day, and not so much anymore. Really has taken on a serious tone. Really trying to get rid of the chai out of this town. And while you all know I'm a fan of Hyperius, I never saw any reason to get rid of chai, or frankly, any of the other gods that offer anyone solace and comfort and warmth in times of need. After all, that's what they're there for, or at least the ones I like. Anybody a little weirded out by that? I don't really have anywhere where I was going with this conversation. I just wanted to tell you all.
Well,
Yeah. Tell me about your days.
Is
I
this
admit-
the same? Is this the same guy that is the one who got everyone murdered? Has he tried to attack outside?
No. I don't know who this is. Bob, I don't think I heard about Sir Glendor yet, really.
Oh, I thought that's what you were talking about.
I don't think so.
He's talking about the high
No, I'm
priestess.
talking Yeah,
Who-
Briseis is the new kind of leader of the chapel. And
And she was
kind of...
an acolyte of Barracks when
Yeah.
he was the priest. So, Sasori, for sure, you would know this, who the Briseis is. And Hieronymus definitely knows who Briseis is, for sure.
like a pupil turned into kind of over-the-top, intense leader.
But she was so kind and always helping all of the people all the time.
Oh, I know.
Remember that time I could not count to 6 and she sat with me and helped me get past 4. It was so nice.
I tell you, she worked you all the way up to 8. I was blown away.
Yes, I remember. 1, 2, 6,
Yep.
8.
That is...
One way to get there.
Yep, exactly. Now, I found it a challenging conversation with her. I would like to see if I can get back involved and see if I can help out the flock again. Seems like they're being led a bit astray, but I don't want to let on anything I'm doing yet, so I'm just trying to learn more about what's going on with her. Eris, you've been around a lot. What's your thoughts on this Briseis and the chapel of Hyperius and Chai?
Well, I know what your position was before, Barrack. I think you know things have changed. If I were you, I would not get involved with those fanatics. And she's like rolling her pastry, not looking, but
Sure.
tapping over her shoulder.
I like scrunch up my nose and I'm like, well, but doing nothing is, well, that's not an action to take. Well, I can't stand by while people are perverting the faith I love so much. It just doesn't seem like the Church of Hyperius that I left is the one that is carrying on here, and I don't think it's good for people who are in need.
The Church of Hyperius is the Church of Hyperius, and they are but magnifying elements that were already there, Varric. Perhaps you
Exactly.
can better serve this community by going out and helping people who are truly in need by doing something about these giants.
I don't disagree with that at all. And I don't disagree with your point about magnifying, issues within. But I mean, goodness, if I were to magnify any belief into an extremist thought, I don't think that would be positive.
Mohag enters back in. He says,
Yes.
I couldn't find any. Yeah, so we're talking about our days. We met that guy, Glendor. You'd probably like him a lot, Barrick.
Oh! Okay. Who is Glendor? Sorry. Nate got excited.
I think I think Varric knows.
I
who he is.
have
Like,
met him? Alright,
Yeah,
you know
well,
about him?
no, we
You
we
know-
learned about him.
I told you
think
guys about him
Gertrude-
earlier, and you were
Okay.
like a fan of his organization.
Excellent,
you
yes.
told- yes,
Okay, that's
you
right.
told
Sorry,
him, yeah.
thank you.
I wrote down
Bye.
I wrote down Dasha's soliloquy if you want. It's Sir Glendor the Fourth. He's a Hyperius follower. He led the attack that failed, lost a lot of men.
That's right.
Uh,
She told you this.
he lived but retreated. He has something called the Sun Spear, which turns pure sunlight, which
I
turns
don't think
into
she-
pure sunlight during
I
battle.
don't think she said that, though, right?
I didn't.
Okay.
Bob said that for the audience, but I did not tell
Okay.
you guys that. But
I should
Varric
make-
might know if
I
he
should
knows.
make a note.
I don't know,
Varric
I can't
knows.
tell if, I would know, Bearers of the Dawn by name or not.
Right.
Do you think I would, Bob?
Maybe you can make a religion check.
Yeah, good point. Let's use the dice that
Mhm.
run this game.
Well, in my notes, you've already recognized Sir Glendor as a bear. What my notes say,
Right.
Barrack
Oh.
recognizes Sir Glendor as a bearer of the sun, carries sun spear, magical spear, overly bold and rash. That's the
You-
notes that I have.
Yeah, the sun
based
spear
on what
part
Eris
was
told us.
the
that
sun spear
Gertrude
part was
told
still a
us.
secret, though. She didn't reveal that, but the other part, you rolled actually, Barrick. You rolled, and that's why
Oh.
you recognized him.
Goodness. All
Mhm.
right, excellent. I should be able to interpret the notes that I have on him.
That's okay.
So thank
we
you.
all
I
have
appreciate
part of
it.
Yeah.
I slap my thigh and say, "Gah, Mohag, what was he like?"
He seemed really nice. He was helping out all the people that are down by the marketplace. Yeah, I mean, seems like a real good guy.
Excellent. Now that's what I'm talking about. That's a follower of Hyperius. I should try to meet this fellow.
He wants
I
you
would-
all to see the Castellan soon. He said he would arrange for it, and he also wants my, I guess, or our presence at a holiday upcoming at the chapel.
Oh, a
The
holiday.
Reconciliation of Light, of course. You know this, Barrick.
Now, do I this is like a regular holiday? It's not in. I was double checking it's not in anything I would have read about, right?
No, but it's a holiday you would be aware about. It's actually not such a big deal normally.
Okay.
In fact, you've probably had your own celebration here, but it's just
Sure.
it's like a day of atonement. So it's like
Yes.
people come to the
Reconciliation of Light.
chapel. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know what when that comes out, I say, yes, the Day of Atonement. You know what? And I'll do this around atonement. I say, it's good to reflect on yourself, but I don't think Hyperius enjoys shame. He doesn't enjoy guilt. All right, that's why he lives freely and passionately. So I see this day as a bit more of a reminder to check in on oneself as opposed to full-on confessions.
Exactly. And I would say probably most of anytime you've ever done a celebration of it, it's more of a happier festival where people
Sure.
can get things off their chest and
Yeah.
yeah. But you do
The
know that
airing
some
of the
people
grievances.
Yeah.
airing of grievance,
Afraid
like
to have that
Festivus.
fight with a
Yeah.
friend? This
Yeah.
is a good time to do it.
Are there
It's of
contests of
strength.
strength?
Yeah.
Festivus for the rest of us.
Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, it's not such a dark holiday, but you do know that some people, some more maybe fanatical followers, actually do take it a little more serious. It has a more somber tone, but it depends on where you are in the world, and whatever you, like you said, your opinions of it are yours.
Indeed. Yeah. Well, if anyone would like to, I would be happy to join. I certainly would be in attendance myself. that day. Would love to accompany you, Eris, and Cesaurus, Skaggy, Hyro, Moag. Would love for you to all come too.
There's something weird going on. I want to find out what it is. Let's go.
Meow.
Bob, when did you say the Festival of Atonement was?
It's in
For
3
the,
days.
In 3 days. When Barrick suggests going, I will speak up and say, I see why you would like to attend your god's celebration. However, I think this issue of giants is quite pressing, and maybe we should leave the keep as soon as possible to continue tracking them or pursuing them. I don't know if we can stay for the festival.
Lassio, are you suggesting that we slip out before we talk to anybody else in the keep?
Maybe see the Castellan as soon as possible. Perhaps he will give further instruction.
You hear a
He's
knock
the
at
one
the
who sent
door.
me out.
Knocking at
Oh.
the door.
I'll go open the door.
You see outer Bailey guards, and they say, looking for Skeggy, Hieronymus Bosch, Barakelios, Sasori Sasu, and Eric Lavernus.
Well, Eric isn't here, but the rest are. What do you need them for?
Earl Butte sends for them. They're to meet with the
Ah.
Castellan.
I just shoulder Sasori. Our old friend Butts.
I guess the butt has cracked.
It seems you are all being summoned, and this perhaps is good. You can meet with them now, and we can leave soon, tonight, tomorrow.
It's nice butt is finally opening up to us.
Well, the nice thing about the way I like to celebrate the reconciliation of light is, while I would like to be with my people, certainly, we can always have our own on the road if need be.
Hmm.
Let's go see what this Castellan has to say, though.
Yeah. And Mohag says, did they say anything about Mohag the Great? And he says, well, if you're friends of these, then yes, you can come too. Gather your things.
Before we leave, I needle kind of like walk over towards Hieronymus, and I open my pack, and I have a giant stack of like Chai Harvest Festival flyers that I didn't hand out from the last time, and I go, so does this mean we don't need to do this again? Because I felt kind of bad. I didn't hand these out last time. Maybe switching gods every couple of years is a good idea.
Switching gods every...
You probably should have put those out.
Hieronymus.
It's like transferring your balance to a new credit card every 2 years.
As far as Sasori knows, that's great. Every time you convert, you're in good graces. You atone, you're gonna have a good time.
Eris, are you going with them?
I will look to them to see if they want me to come. Would you prefer that I accompany you or stay back and continue preparing the food?
Oh, we have been in battle together. I'm going Scottish now.
Not because of me, because I don't think Scots would think that my accent was very Scottish. It's
We
more
have been
of a
in battle
different-
together. You are part of us. Come join us now.
Yeah, you gotta come, Mohag says.
You must join us. This is the accent I want. Okay. I must do the ha apparently, otherwise I cannot find the accent.
Well,
I'm
do you
so,
have reason-
so sorry to French people everywhere.
Do you have reason to fear for your safety if you go to the inner keep?
No, I
Alright.
I'll leave this dough to rise then, and she'll like wipe her hands on her apron, take the apron off, cover the dough with a little like kitchen towel. What's the word? Yeah.
Maybe we
cat.
can.
Towel.
Eris,
Should
the
Mo-
cat. The cat is on the counter and wants to like get at the dough. What do you do?
I will take a few heavier cups and pin down the sides of the cloth so that it can't be lifted from the dough as it's
The
rising.
cat looks at you angrily.
I will walk over to Hieronymus and kind of kneel down so I'm at his level, and I'll say, Hieronymus, I I'm working on your dough. It seems your pet might want to eat it, so if you want intact dough, maybe it's best if you get your cat away. He's very sweet. He seems very nice, but
I'll open up the pouch and say, Kitty, come back in there.
The cat crawls on the counter and leaps off of it onto your shoulder and into the bag.
So you're Cartman. That's what we're going with.
Yeah, that was Cartman.
he's a very well-behaved cat when you tell him what to do.
I have no idea why.
Well, at least the dough will be safe. And
I think it's connected to this, and I'll hold up the amulet.
I recognize that as what we found with the giants, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's got some weird magic, and I don't really know all of it, but after I tried to test it, I'll tell everyone about what I saw, the giant tree and all that, and what it does. Like, this cat showed up all of a sudden.
Would this, what he tells, have any significance to Eris? The tree and everything?
No, I don't think so.
No. Okay.
So you gather your stuff and head towards the inner bailey. You're escorted by guards into the courtyard area. You've been here before, obviously. It's similar. I would say just like everything else here, a little bit harsher. Things don't seem as, light as they used to. There's a air of like I said, sadness over this whole place. It's dark. There's some sconces lit at the door. You enter in and you go all the way up towards where Castellan Ferric was. Voss, obviously, his same office. No Maravik. Nobody standing there at the the side of the door waiting, letting you in. The guards just usher you right into the office. And when the doors open, the double doors of the office open, you can see sitting at a large table. There's looks like maps out on the table, maybe some parchment, notes, things like that. You see Alaric Voss and Sir Glendor IV. And Alaric, it's been a while since we've talked about this guy, but he's a well-dressed Castellan. He wears fine noble's clothes from the south. He's came here, of course, because he has political ambition, but he's now the sort of like the leader of this fortress and seems to be a little uneasy with that role. You can tell right away as he's looking down and seems a little bit sullen. And when he sees you, brightness returns to his face, and he says, "The heroes of the Borderlands, you have returned. It is so good to see you all." And he comes and gives each one of you a very big hug, if you'll allow it.
Absolutely.
Stiffly.
Give him some big back pats.
Yeah. And
I'll whisper in his ear as I'm hugging him. I'll give you 2 if you skip Hieronymus.
he laughs and gives you a second hug, and
Nice.
he says, "And Eris, so good. You found them," Glendor said. "I cannot believe it. We owe you yet another debt. Oh, everyone, this is Sir Glendor IV. And he motions to him, and Glendor looks up from the map as well and sees you, Barrack, immediately, and he says, "You there, you must be Barrack Helios. I've heard a lot about you." And he comes up to you and gives you a really firm arm handshake, very much a Predator-esque handshake. The two of you.
Excellent. So, all right,
Blast.
yeah, when he is like walking up to me, I always think that I'm gonna be really cool in front of celebrities, and then I'm super not cool. And I definitely think Barrack is like
All the
he
time
thinks
you've met
he's being
celebrities?
chill as heck, but like he like bows his head. And he's like, "My lord, Sir Glendor, Sir Glendor. The deeds of your heroics have spread far and wide. It is an honor to meet you. I aim myself to be a bearer of the sun." And I assume like he'll like tell me to stand up and then give him the Predator handshake. Because
Yeah.
I kind of like do like a kneel down to him.
He says, "Please, you honor me. Call me brother, as I will you."
Barrack pulls down his face mask so that no one can see his eyes as he's giving the guy a handshake. There's like a tear welling up in one. Yes, brother. I'm honored.
He says, "Your name is well known to the Bearers of the Sun and all throughout the continent of Vartim. Is it true that you have found the artifact known as Dusk Crusher?
As I reach back and pull it out, and I'll like hold it up to him like this. Like I'm holding up like a super important relic. Say, this is Dusk Crusher. The head of the Warhammer only takes shape when I command it in my hand.
And he finishes the sentence. When it's commanded in your hand, he finishes it. Yeah. Ah, the rumors are true. You've slayed demons, then.
Indeed, in the name of Hyperius, the Ascended One, I slay evil where I see it, and try to help the
Incredible.
people of this land.
Incredible. And your retinue, formidable warriors, I see. He looks to Sasori and Skeggy and Hieronymus a little bit.
I owe my life to each and every one of these members of the Char Coalition, and I would give mine for them any day.
Yes, we have much to celebrate, says Voss. Much to celebrate. In fact, we were just talking about how this reconciliation of light, it needs to be a bigger feast, a festival. And he's like, we don't have the resources for that, remember. He says, of course, the focus won't be food, though. Music, drinking. We have excess ale for certain. We have to do something to celebrate your return.
I'm honored. All honored, I'm sure. And well, I certainly think this holiday deserves its recognition and for everyone to celebrate. Could there not be some more pressing issues that perhaps money could go to? Are refugees going to be able to partake in this celebration?
Of course, everyone is welcome to celebrate. This is Sir Glendor. This is Sir Glendor speaking.
Yeah.
The church doors will be wide open.
And welcoming to all, as I left it a year and a half ago.
Most definitely, he assures you.
I like the sounds of that. Thank you for the reassurance, Sir Glendor. I thought something was off when I returned, but you've instilled the light back in my heart, and I appreciate it.
Yes, Sister Briseis is a devout follower. She has led her flock well in your absence.
Indeed, we worked together for some time. I taught her everything I know. I'm glad to hear that, Barrick says a little shakily. But he's like totally in on Sir Glendor. It's like...
Come here, Helios. Come here.
Yeah, Barrick hops up to him.
He goes to the table and he says, you all, gather around. Take a look at this map. And he shows you a map of the area. It's like similar to the map that you might have the Keep one. And he says, patrols have been attacked. And he points to like various locations here. And he says, I'm telling you all this because Voss has said that you are trusted companions. And if this were to get out to the people, it could cause quite a panic. We want to make sure that there's no sort of chaos that occurs here in the Keep. So keep this tight-lipped. But it seems like, if I were to guess, they're holed up somewhere here, and he points to an area of old Ilmith on the map. And he says, who knows what devilish magic they've gotten into, or whatever has summoned them here. And he says, but this is a wider scale issue than you may have thought. And he's going, I'm going to bring up a map here for you to see. Let me go to roll 20. Do you see the change now? Oh, now?
Yes.
Okay. First time on the channel here, everybody. This is the world of Illustria. I worked with Mike, a friend of the channel, Play Dozen channel. This is the world that he's created. I helped him create this map. And so there's a lot to explain here that we're not going to do in this moment because it wouldn't fit with the roleplay. But I would say most of you know the names of all the continents. Probably Sasori does not. But most of you know the names of the continents. And Ilmith is here in the northeastern corner of the world. Vartim is the land that's closest to the southwest of it. The bigger continents are Torim to the west, Balga to the southeast, the Hintervale, north of Torum, and Jorgundar, which is the pretty much the frozen north. There is a chain of islands that is called the Maelstrom. Most of you would know that this is a very dangerous place for ships to pass. No continent or nation owns it. Nobody really goes there because of the storms that rage constantly. But I would say most of you just know where things are geographically. Only Skeggy has actually left the continent of Ilmith or Vartum. He's the only one that's been his home, as he's mentioned many times, is from his clan is from Torum. So we'll touch on that at some point. But for the most part, he points, though, to a couple places. Balga, to the south, being ravaged by fire giants. Torum is assailed by giants from the frozen north. They're using Hintervale as a stepping point to attack the northern continent. And it seems they're getting more aggressive and more organized. Frost giants, he says. And as you know, here in Ilmith and Vartim, we're assailed by the hill giant variety. For some reason, they're congregating, and he points again to somewhere on a different map that shows you more geographic area, but just past the mountains here, Old Ilmith. They've already ravaged towns to the south in Vartim, my home, Passidonia. Nearly every city that they passed by has been destroyed or certainly assailed to the point where they're still in recovery. Eris, I believe your hometown, and he says the one that you lied about, is destroyed. I'm sorry to say.
That's correct. Everything is gone.
Yes, we've all lost many loved ones. I think we should be attacking. Offense is needed here. And Voss says, No. You're not leaving anywhere. No more forces are heading out of the keep. We need to keep what we have here so we can protect it. I'm sure there'll be more reinforcements from the south soon.
We need to find out as much as we can about these giants, their goals, their movements. Why are they going to Old Ilmith? And for that, you must send out parties. Let me go. Let someone go.
The rest of you?
I think our friend Eris makes a good point, and while keeping the spirits of the people up is valuable, reinforcements may not come. We have to account for that. We have to make plans of our own and learn what we can. I want to celebrate as much as you, but perhaps we should go out and learn what we can about this giant incursion here.
And now you sound like Glendor, he says. He suggested that I send just this
Bear
group
blushes.
out. Yeah, you sound like Glendor now.
Stop it.
Just like a just shorter version of him. Unbelievable.
When Barrick originally says his thing about we need to find out more, we need to do this, we need to plan, for the first time, Eris looks at him with like some gratitude maybe. And then as soon as the one, as Voss says, oh, you sound just like Glendor, she like looks away. She doesn't like that.
Yes, Glendor says, I suggested that we head out with an army. We take 100 of the best men here, and we head north. We find wherever they're holed up, and we just exterminate them.
Do you even have 100 best men?
We have 150, he says.
You see Eris's fists kind of clench as she hears.
So
Yes.
Glendor, certainly your motivations are true, but an army of 100 men would draw us all the attention of giants. All of the giants would certainly be aware of such a force. I suggest a smaller force, perhaps one that could learn as much as we can about the giants. Maybe 5 people, 6 people. I glance at Mohag, or 7 people.
Oh no. I think Mohag should stay here. He is like 200 men with his strength. He will gather so much attention. He must stay. Right,
that's the-
Mohag? You fight like 200, 300?
Well, that Mohag's like, of
400?
course, yeah. Mohag the Great for a reason. Yeah. Glendor says, well, that's the
GR
compromise we've made.
GRATE, right? Let's just make sure we all got that down.
When he's cooking, yeah. When he's a chef, yeah. Glendor says, well, that's a compromise we've made. He looks at Voss sternly. He says, I convinced him to send you all out, if you're up for the task.
I'm
I'm ready to
mighty
leave tomorrow.
suspicious.
I hate giants. Let's get them.
I like this one's spirit, he says to Barrack.
Yes. It's heartwarming. It really is. You feel the light through his passion.
As he says that, I'm gonna use my illusion and make the sun appear over Barrack's head.
Ah, incredible. What magic, he says. And you
He
hear a
wields
cat.
more firepower than the rest of us combined. He's
The cat purrs and he goes, "Oh, but you're a cat person. More of a dog man myself."
It's not my cat.
I don't know if I agree with that. The cats kind of sit in the sun. Dogs howl at the moon. I don't know if that checks out.
Oh.
He says, and I think what's most important that in this mission is that you go out and find as much as you can out, and we can provide reinforcements once you know where the giants are. If you do happen to find one, don't kill it. Try to find out what they're doing.
I'll try not to.
all right.
Try not to kill it.
I nod and say, "Of course we could capture a giant." Confidently.
I think maybe he was suggesting that we observe it rather than capture it.
This is why you're a leader of nations, Skeggy, and I am simply a warrior.
Skeggy, is
what?
it son of Scorin?
Aye. You've heard his Fairhold.
I have heard of Sverhold. Never traveled there myself, but I know a few bearers of the sun that are from Torum, and they speak very highly of your dwarven clan. Very honorable people. They fought alongside some of the empires there in many of the wars, the Talasima Empire's wars.
Well, humans are often fighting amongst themselves over silliness. We try to stay clear of their shenanigans.
I couldn't agree more. That's why it's important that we all stay united in this matter. Voss says,
What?
but you're not leaving yet. You can't leave until after the festival. We only have a few more days. This will be a morale boost to the entire keep. After that, we'll give you a fair send-off.
But sir,
Deal?
this time could mean the difference between lives lost and lives saved. I think we should leave tonight or tomorrow.
No, this is important to the people of the keep. I need you here. I urge you, stay.
What kind of a vibe am I getting off this guy?
Can we do some insight checks or something here?
No insight. I mean, you can make your own assumptions, but, I mean, when you say what like is the vibe here, he's a bit manic. He's like trying to get you to stay for the celebration.
Does he seem to Skeggy like he's just okay? I feel like he's up to something, and I'm wondering if Skeggy also feels like this guy is up to something. We haven't had real good luck with strange, vaguely religious figures that we have met in this keep.
Oh, are you talking about Glendor or Voss?
I'm talking about Glendor.
Oh, Glendor. Voss is the one that doesn't want you to leave, though. Glendor wants you to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same
Glendor
thing.
is cool.
I just want to get a sense of the vibe between these two guys. Do they trust? Does Voss seem to trust Glendor? What's the power dynamic between them? How did Glendor even wind up here? I'll ask that. So Glendor, you're a long way from Vartin. How did you wind up here on the northern outskirts of civilization?
I think Eris and I are very alike in many ways.
How
Brave,
do you know?
willing to risk our lives, and our homes were taken from us.
Yes.
And so you just came up here to see what you can do to help.
I volunteered my services and the political power of the Bearers of the Light. They're being employed all over the continents.
Mm.
I urge the Castellan to let you leave as soon as possible, he says. However, it is his decision. He is the Castellan. Once we do the festival, you'll leave. Post haste.
Does he want us to leave because he thinks we can help, or does he want us to leave because he doesn't want us around rivaling him for power?
Who?
Glendor.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
Eris will kind of
Whoa.
hang her head a little bit when he says they have to stay.
So
Well, it appears we'll stay for this festival, and if there's anything we can do to help set up or prepare, certainly you know I'll be around, Sir Glendor.
You will have a front row seat.
Excellent. I look forward to it.
And so at this point, there may be some more questions. And if you have any other ones that you could think of, 'cause I know it's like on the spot, you could think of these from now till next week, and then we'll review them if you have any more questions. Obviously, there's days in between, but right now I want to push the scene here to the future. We go back to not back. We go 3 days ahead of time.
oh shit, so we're not
Oh.
leaving. I don't
Okay, cool.
I don't know if that's what I would do, but
Oh, are
yeah.
you guys going to leave without? Oh,
I wanted to have a
Oh.
can we have
Oh.
a conversation back in the apartment?
you can. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can.
there's something I would
Yeah,
want
yeah.
to do that night before.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure, sure, sure.
It's definitely a conversation that needs to be had.
I love that we're all
Everyone's like,
you guys are the best.
Go ahead.
sorry, Bob.
So you leave again. Like I said, if you have any more questions for Glendor or Voss, you can think of them now till next week. No, there's no rush on that. Like I said, we can get more information if something comes up to you. But you leave the Castellan's office and you head back to the apartment. You may begin.
I will start. I will tell you, I did not understand lots of the language that was happening with everyone, but there are two things I will not be doing. I will not be going to sit through a long, boring. Sorry, Barrick. Religious meeting for many hours. This will not be happening,
Shrugs.
and avoiding the stabby for 3 days when there's so many big giants to stab. No. I am ready to set to Old Ilmith and Vartum and all of these places who I can't believe I remember their names, but if we want to stay here and Voss wants us to stay inside the keep, there is no glory in this.
Not for glory, but for sake of time, I agree with you. I think we need to leave as soon as possible, but I don't think they will let us.
We have snuck in. Maybe it is easier to sneak out than sneak in.
Yeah, Barrick steps up and says, well, I think we've broken in and out of this keep before. I can tell you what the dungeons look like, having spent some time there myself.
There's
It's
something
honestly not that bad. If we want to head out tonight, I figured, we're going to have to start making a plan right away. Better to have them think we're willing to stay.
There's something definitely wrong around here, though.
I look at
Constable,
Barrick kind of like in disbelief. You would miss your church's festival?
Well, like Hyperius would say, follow your heart, act impetuously, and fight with passion. Yeah.
I would urge you to think through your choices carefully, but I agree that we should not tarry here for long.
I do have a secret to tell everyone. Maybe you didn't notice, but there's a giant hole in the wall in the front that we can sneak out. It seems very easy to do it.
One thing you'll notice, though, as you walk back that night, is that, like I
Is it
had said a
guarded?
few times, there are far more guards on patrols out at the walls, observing, trying to make sure they keep this
Just
place
pause
safe.
for a second and point with
Yeah.
Sasori because I'm trying to help him on strategy. It's like, all
Yeah.
right, Sasori, why can't we use the hole in the wall?
It is because we don't have a wheelbarrow and a Jerusalem cloak. You are right. If we had a Jerusalem cloak and a wheelbarrow, it would be okay. But alas.
That is true. That is true. Good
I
point.
understand. There are many guards. Okay. Okay.
Excellent.
I will, at this point, I'm assuming I've been back to making these pastries, and maybe they're coming out of the oven now, and I will
Ding.
pass them out.
Hyro's like hanging around at the entryway to like the area, just kind of, but not looking like he's eager, trying to be like nonchalant.
But you smell the almond, like, paste. She made some marzipan, too. It's, like, filled with almond paste and almonds.
Did you
on
burn
top.
him?
No, they're nice and toasted, but I think that's quite a pleasant taste. Here, they're hot, but you could maybe start eating and maybe share with your friends if you'd like. She'll hand him a plate. They're like mini. Cause remember, she bought like fewer ingredients. They're not the big giant, like croissant level pastries, but they're little bite-sized ones. But there's enough
Also,
for everyone to have one or two.
Mohag says, I'm fine with whatever you all want to do, as he stuffs a pastry in his mouth. But, I think we should look for Eric. He's been missing all day.
Yes, he slipped away at the marketplace. I assumed he had business to take care of. He didn't really want to talk.
I mean, we're not going to leave without Eric, are we?
Oh, dear. Barrick has a bright idea and immediately runs off towards, wasn't there, like, a graveyard or somewhere where he, like, prayed or something? Something, like, dark. I don't know. I feel like he did something...
No, is that this campaign? Or
That's
is
a
that the
different
other one?
campaign.
That's a different
Wait,
campaign.
did he... Hold on.
Yes.
But did he go
where
somewhere
goes
with his trickster god? Did he pray to his trickster god
He
somewhere?
prays to the
Does.
Raven Queen in a totally different campaign.
Yeah, that's true. Sorry, Tim's always following interesting gods. Yeah, never mind. Bear comes back because he remembers he doesn't remember. Sorry, I thought I knew where he was. I was wrong.
At some point, I want to talk to Skeggy for a second as well.
Well, we do need to consider the political situation here. It's not as it seems. I spoke with Constable Butts earlier, and although he was afraid to say anything out loud, he's clearly uncomfortable with the leadership that the keep is getting. And again, though he won't say it out loud, I believe he feels that Sir Glendor is quite possibly a large source of the problem. He knows that there's very little, very little interaction between the inner bailey and the outer, more so even than usual. It's very hard to talk to anyone inside for the people on the outside. It's as if, I don't know, but I don't like it. And he also seemed to suggest that there was an inappropriate connection between Sir Glendor and Eurlas Brazius, or whatever her name was.
Yeah, Barrick looked like right ready to be like, well, Butts, we've had our checkman passed and all, but, maybe he just doesn't like Sir Glendor because, and then you say that kind of connection between Glendor and Briseis, and I think Barrick would just kind of not know what to say for a second. It's like never meet your heroes. And I don't know if Barrick ever thinks of Briseis as like romantic, but I feel like more like mentor, like student, kind of
little sister, maybe.
Yeah, and like I think he struggles with this for a second. And he's like, well, But we should wait to see what we learn. Like Sir Glendor said, we need to learn information about the giants and what's going on at this keep. Good point.
Anything
and
in
then
your
he
books about?
uncomfortably walks out and says, "I'm gonna go look for Eric," and he'll like go to the Greasy Goat and some other places.
Okay. Any thing in your book about giants, Hieronymus? Mohag says.
I'll pull out my book on giants and say, "What do you want to know?"
I don't know. You have these books around. You're hauling them around in your bag. I mean, anything good in there?
I'll pull out one that has pictures in it. Yes, Mohag. And I'll show him a picture of a hill giant. This, and like I'll get really dark for a second. This is the worst of them.
Worse than the fire giants? Those sounded real terrifying
Yes.
when they were describing it.
Never mind. And I'll put the book away.
All right, he says. So this conversation kind of fades out. Barrick has gone off to the goat, and maybe a couple of you join him, or you're eating your pastries, just kind of winding down for the night. The camera will.
I want to have one
yeah,
conversation with Skeggy. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna lean into Skeggy here, my other rogue friend, and
Skaggy doesn't see himself as a rogue, but go ahead.
I know, and probably Sasori doesn't either. So maybe this is too much, John. But you're the other person who's kind of being quiet during this conversation, and I go, I am worried that maybe they are watching us to make sure we don't sneak out or do anything, clandestine or secret during this time. Do you have any abilities or skills or advice on how we can maybe make sure that we are, how do you say, like, giving them a different scent?
It might be a good idea for us to take a look about the keep in the after hours and see what's going on and what we can learn. I don't like the way that things are here. There's plainly some sort of influence that Sir Glendor is having on the leadership. We know that Voss is subject to being led, and there are definitely people around the keep who think he's being led in the wrong direction. Some may say Sir Glendor is a hero, but others complained that he returned alive when he left 60 good men of this keep to their deaths.
I heard about that, Mohag says. Or is this a private conversation? I don't know if this is private.
I tried to have a private
Mohag
conversation,
butts in on the private.
but it does not. It makes sense that
he has a
would butt
very
in.
specific kind of stealth.
Yeah.
If it was meant to be like private, like you're kind of like in the corner of the apartment and you're talking, he won't interrupt. But if you were sitting like around a table while you're eating, he'll do it. But,
No, I attempted to make it just the two of us.
that's fine.
Okay.
Totally fine. Yeah.
You and I. I think tonight at some point I need to sneak away and look for traces of a tag of someone looking for us. Do you want to accompany me?
Aye, that might be interesting.
Maybe I will play the cat and you play the mouse, or we can change roles and play the cheese and the mouse, or you can play the dog and the bone.
I think you're overthinking the metaphor, lad.
Some interesting role play in the future
that last
for
part. Yeah, just raise an eyebrow.
I think that we should just go out and have a bit of a look around without drawing attention to ourselves. See what we see who's coming and going, where and when. I'm particularly interested in going in and out of the Temple of Chai.
I do not want anything to do with religious buildings. This sounds like a scary place, but if you think it is valuable,
It's not the gods I'm worried about. It's the people inside the building.
Oh yeah, who tell the long, boring boring stories. This is the worst part of it.
Oh,
They keep
If they-
talking and talking, and they used words with 3 syllables, and I do not know.
If there's anything interesting going on at the Temple of Chai in the wee hours of the night, it won't be a long-winded service.
Real quick, I hear some clicking. I'm not sure if it's somebody's mic or something like that. Just make sure if you're
Some,
hearing it, mute.
yeah, it sounds like someone typing,
Yeah.
but my fingers are up
I
here.
don't know. I
It's
hear something.
Tim.
There must be a microphone.
Tim's taking notes.
That's
Tim-
super
Tim.
weird.
But anyway, so yeah, so if you want to go out and just like maybe Barrack says, like go to the goat or just do something that night, just to get a sense of like what's going on, what the guards are doing.
Yeah.
That's totally fine. Totally fine.
Yeah.
I just
Okay.
don't believe that we're not going to be tracked. I don't think they trust us as much as we don't trust them.
I think like going out and looking to see if we can find evidence
Yeah.
that we're being watched is a good idea.
That's
I
fine.
do think I want to kind of see if there's any travel, if there's any, what's the word I'm looking for? There's a word I can't think of it. But if there are people moving back and forth
Yeah.
suspiciously between the temple and the
Yeah, we
the
can
Bailey.
we can role play that next time for sure because we're gonna have plenty of time to do all of it, and I want you to explore and get feel for what the keep is like. So we'll definitely do that. Just remind me next time. I think obviously Hieronymus is going to be doing research as well. Barrack wants to go to the goat. I'm sure there'll be things for Eric and Eris to do if Eric is alive and comes back. Who knows? But
Hopefully
like I
they'll
said,
have Wi-Fi at Red Lobster next week.
not this time. But now the camera kind of fades out of the scene as you're all talking, planning, the unease, trying to figure out how this place has changed so much, and a new scene will open. You see, it's in one of the back offices of the temple. Barrack, this would have been where you stayed. This would have been like your room, essentially your living quarters. And in it is Glendor and Briseis. This is 3 days from now. It's just the two of them. And the camera kind of focuses in on them. They're having a conversation. Glendor is pacing about the room and is saying, I think this will be a glorious way to honor Hyperius. And she's standing there kind of a little quiet, maybe even a little bit scared, frightened. And she looks up at him with her bright blue eyes and she says, I'll do it. If you think this will be pleasing to Hyperius. He says, all light casts a shadow, but the shadows grow where truth is withheld. If you have lied, you need to speak it. If you feared the will of the gods, you must admit it. He puts his hand on her shoulder and he says, what's hidden festers. What's revealed may heal. And we will see you next week for Against the Giants.
God damn it, Bob.
Everybody have a great evening. We loved the chat tonight. Great to see all of you. And yeah, Against the Giants, one more week. See you on the tabletop, everybody.
Woo! Night, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Night, folks.